Hey guys, it's Olivia and I'm back with another video. So I've been talking about track and fields a lot lately on my YouTube channel, and that's because I'm a track and fields athlete. And if you guys have watched this video, then you know that after I graduated university in June, my dad and I have an agreement that I get a year off to do whatever I want. And the way that I'm spending that year is continuing to train for track and field and hopefully go pro before June of next year. So, with all that being said, I have my first track meet of the indoor season tomorrow. So today is Wednesday, November 22nd, and I'm competing tomorrow on the 23rd and the next day on the 24th in my first indoor meet since graduating from university. So now I am no longer competing varsity, I am competing for my club. And so in the first half of this video, I just want to talk about the game plan for how I'm hoping this weekend is gonna go. And then the second half of this video, I'm gonna record the track meet and you guys are gonna see whether or not I hit the goals that I'm gonna tell you about right now. So the events I specialize in track and field are long jump and triple jump. And so tomorrow on the 23rd, I'm going to be competing in long jump, and the following day on the 24th, I'm going to be competing in triple jump. Also on the 24th, I will be competing in the 60-meter dash, not because I'm a sprinter, not because I think I can win, but just to get out of my head. So essentially, I'm someone who gets very, very nervous before meets because I know that I'm good, okay? And I know that I can win, but the pressure that I put on myself to win in either long jump or triple jump, that gets to me, and then I don't end up performing as well as I know I can. And that can get extremely frustrating when you know you can jump this far, but you only jump this far. And so the reason why I occasionally just hop in a 60-meter, an event that I have no expectations for, is because I want to know how it feels to be in a competition mindset minus the nerves. So when I go to do a 60-meter, yes, I still want to execute well. I still want to have good form, all of that stuff, but I'm not focused on what place I come. I'm not focused on what time I run. I don't really care. So I'm still focused. I'm still like, I'm going to do this thing. Let's do what we can do, but there's no nerves because no one expects me to do anything fantastic in a 60-meter because that's not what I do. So after the 60-meter is over, I want to take the feeling of this is how I felt. I was focused, I was ready to go, but without the of my heart. You know what I mean? So I want to be able to be competitive without feeling overwhelming nervousness. Like, you're always going to be nervous, but when the nervousness impacts your performance, that's when it becomes a problem. So yeah, I'm just doing a 60 just to do a 60. But now let's go back to my main events. For long jump, my full approach is 19 strides. Since it's the first meet of the season, you very rarely open with your full approach. So instead of doing 19 strides, I'm going to do 15. So 4 less than my full approach. For triple jump, my full approach is 18 strides, but once again, I'm going to dial it back 4 strides and I'm only going to go 14. So both of my run-ups are going to be a little bit shorter, which means I'm not going to have as much speed. However, based on the way that I felt in practices leading up to this, the way I'm executing my jumps, the way I'm hitting all the positions, the fluidity of it all, I genuinely think that even with 4 less strides, I can PB in both events. I'm more confident about triple jump if I'm being honest. So my current triple jump PB is 12.06 meters, which I just set back in November. And that was using my full approach, 18 strides. And that was the week before nationals. So I was literally peaked, essentially. Like, I was peaking for nationals. I was pretty much at the tip of my peak. And then I jumped the farthest jump I'd ever jumped in my life. So now we're at the beginning of the season. I haven't peaked yet. My coach obviously doesn't want me to peak in November. You know what I'm saying? So we're literally baseline, very beginning of the season. But the way I've been feeling in practice, I honestly and truly believe that my baseline for this indoor season is going to be better than my peak from outdoor. Like, I genuinely feel that way, and maybe I'm delusional, but that's the way that I feel. Like, everything just feels so fluid. I feel so bouncy. I feel like I'm getting so much airtime. Like, this is how triple jump is supposed to feel, and I'm feeling it every single day. Like, some days in the past, I would come to practice and I'm like, I don't feel bouncy today, and then I'd just have like a terrible practice that day. Like, I'd still do everything that's written in the workout, but like the executions weren't great and like everything just felt blah. But now it's like I haven't had any days where I'm like, I don't feel bouncy. I don't feel like I can do it today. That since from September to now, I've had just great workout after great workout after great workout. Okay? And that has never happened before. 2 straight months of great workouts. So essentially, I'm feeling very, very confident. As for long jump, my personal best is 5.76 meters. The goal for the longest time has been to jump 6 meters. Do I think I'm going to jump 6 meters tomorrow off 15 strides? I don't know. But do I think I could jump maybe like 580? Maybe. Like, if I'm being honest, I'm more confident in my triple jump than my long jump. Like, both of them have felt better than they've ever felt, but triple jump has felt excellent. So long jump has felt great. Triple jump has felt excellent. Okay? Which is why, like, I just feel like I'm going to be able to do so much in the next couple of days. However, if I don't meet these goals and I'm jumping the best I've ever jumped right out of the gate, that's okay. There's more meets to come, and that's not going to shatter all the confidence that I've built up until this point. But I have set some baselines that are the minimum that I'll be okay with. So like, obviously I would like to jump farther than I've ever jumped before, but even if not, these are still marks that I will be okay with. Not ecstatic about, but okay with. For long jump, if I can jump 5.50 meters, I will be content. Off 15 strides, I will be content with that. For triple jump, if I can jump 11.80, I will be content. If I jump 11.79, no, I'm not happy about that. But if I jump 11.8, I will be content. I'm not going to be jumping for joy, but I will be content. And if I do jump 550 and 1180 respectively, those will be my best season openers ever, both indoor and outdoor. So that will be nothing to turn up my nose at. So anyways, this intro was a lot longer than I thought it was going to be, but I just wanted to film something before I actually competed, just so that even if hypothetically things don't go the way I want to be able to watch this back and just remind myself of the confidence that I had. Sometimes if you get like multiple bad performances in a row, it can really waver your confidence. And sport in general, I would say it's 50% physical, 50% psychological. If your mind is not there, you're not going to compete to the best of your ability no matter what sport you play. And so I just want to remind future me that even if things don't go the way that I would like, that things have been going well. I just need to trust the process. And I don't want to forget the confidence that I feel. So even if my confidence starts wavering later on in the season, I want to be able to look back on this video and be like, look at how much confidence you had. Get that back. Also, the next time you see me, I'm going to have different hair because I'm literally about to take out these braids right now because I refuse to compete with long hair because of an incident that happened back in February of 2019 where I was doing triple jump. I had my long hair in a high ponytail and then I jumped. I kind of leaned back a little bit and my hair hit the sand. All of this length hit the sand, and then they had to measure from my hair because they have to measure from the closest distance. And so because I decided to compete with long hair, I didn't qualify for nationals. So we're gonna say goodbye to the purple. This hair, it has to go. I have never competed with long hair since February 2019. Now let's get into my opening meet of the season.
Go. You didn't speed up. And go. Behind. And go. Come on and go, go, go. Come on and go, 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 go. Go, 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 go.
Let's go, Olivia. Let's go, Layla. Let's go, Charlotte. Oh my gosh, I know everybody.
Okay, it is Friday, December 1st, and my hair is different as promised, a lot shorter, because I said I didn't want my hair to hit the sand. Well, my plan didn't exactly work, so let's talk about it. So, it was a 2-day meet, and on day 1 I had long jump. Long jump did not go well. As I said over a week ago at the beginning of this video, my bare minimum that I would have been satisfied with was 550, and I jumped 521. And I'm not necessarily upset with 521. I'm upset with the reason why I jumped 521. So I jumped 521 twice on my first and fourth jump. So since this was a meet that was held by my team, we could take a little bit of extra time for stuff. So like, for example, in long jump, they have to measure from the part of your body that is closest to the edge of the pit. So if you fall back, or if your hand touches, if your hair touches, they have to measure from that. And so I kept falling back into the sand. And this is a problem I've had in the past, but over the summer, I, for the most part, had fixed it. And I don't know if it's just like getting back into the rhythm of it, but I kept falling backwards. And so since it was our meet and we could take a little bit of extra time, my coach measured from where I fell back, and it was 521. So that's what they wrote down officially. But then he also measured where my feet were, aka how far I would have jumped if I hadn't fallen back, and it was 552. So I lost 31 centimeters because my hair hit the sand, and my hair was up in 2 buns, but I have a tendency to fall to the side. So if you look at this picture right here, if we zoom in a little bit, if you look at my hair, you see some sand, don't ya? And that was left over from my previous jump. I kept falling and landing on my bun, and then they had to measure from the bun. So then for my last jump, I'm like, let me change my hair. And I put it into 1 bun at the top, and then as fate would have it, I fell straight back. So then my bun hit the sand. So when I had 2 buns, I kept falling to the side. And the one time I had 1 bun, I fell straight back. So it was just not my day. And it's like I was jumping the distances. I have the power. I have the ability to go 550 from my mid approach, but everything fell apart at the last second when I just wasn't landing properly. So yes, that was quite frustrating. Now let's move on to day 2. So on day 2, I did the 60 and then the triple jump. So starting with 60, this was actually probably my best event of the whole weekend, surprisingly. And I don't train for sprinting. So I ran 8.16 seconds in the 60, and my personal best is 8.14. So I was only 0.02 seconds, 2/100ths of a second off of my personal best. At the very beginning of the season, having not trained for sprinting since I was like 17 years old. So I'm actually very content with that. Usually at the beginning of every season, I run a 60 just for fun. And usually I run about 8.2 or 8.3. So to run an 8.1, I'm actually very proud of myself for that. I didn't run in the final. I qualified second overall for the final, but I didn't run in the final because it clashed with triple jump. And I wasn't going to leave my main event to go compete in an event that I don't really care about. So my only result is from the heats, and I ran very close to my PB, and I'm very content with that. Moving on to triple jump, I said that the bare minimum that I would be okay with was 1180, and I ended up jumping 1170. So quite close. And even though I didn't hit my goals, this was still my best season opener ever. My previous best season opener was 1153, and that was from 2019. So 4 years ago is when I had my best season opener. And also when I did my 1153 season opener, that was from my full approach. So now I'm 4 steps in from my full approach, and I was still able to open my season better than I've ever opened any other season in the past. So that is definitely a bright side to look at. The thing with triple, I wasn't falling back, so that's good. I was like falling to the side, but my hair was up in one bun. There was nothing on the side of my head to hit the sand. So I wasn't losing distance. However, I was so off balance. I was so twisted. Like, if you saw my first jump, I just ran through. I didn't complete it. And if I play it for you in slow motion, you can literally see my legs going across my body. Like, I was so unbalanced. It's like, why is my right leg on the left side of my body? Like, what is it doing all the way over here? You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't even finish the jump. I was so like, ooh, in the air. And I'm just like, no, like, I'm going to hurt myself. I'm just going to run through. And then on my last jump, it was good. It was over 1150. But in the air, I basically took off sideways. I was literally like this in the air, and there was nothing I could do. So I was just like, I guess I'm landing like this. Like, I literally landed on my side because I just couldn't control it. So there was a bit of a lack of control, a little bit of unbalance in triple jump, but I was still able to get close to what my goals were. So I'm actually content with triple jump. So in terms of the places that I came, I won long jump and I came second in the 60, but I didn't run the final, so technically I didn't place. And then I also won the triple jump. But I don't know if I've said this in this video or in a previous video or what, but I'm at the point in my career where I don't care what place I come, I care about how far I jump. So hypothetically, if I jumped 2 meters in long jump and came first place, or I jumped 7 meters in long jump and came 8th place, I'd rather jump 7 meters and come 8th. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care what place I come. I care if I put up a good performance. I care if I perform to the best of my ability. So I don't particularly care that I won because I didn't achieve the goals that I set out to achieve. So yeah, so that's all for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I got to see a little bit of my life as a track and field athlete. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. If you think your friends will enjoy it, be sure to share it with them. All my social media links will be down below in case you want to follow me on there. Be sure to subscribe to my channel because I make new videos every Monday. Thank you to my channel members, and be sure to check out one of these suggested videos, and I'll see you next Monday with a new video.